I loved someone too. And the person I loved, I lost. He he was a boy. Just a boy. When I was a very, very young girl, you know, I was just 16 when I discovered love. You know, it felt like a blind light was turned on to something which had always been half in light, half in shadow. It just felt right. It just felt beautiful. It felt like perfect. It just felt perfect, and that's how it struck the world at me. But I was unlucky, deluded. There was something different about this boy. His nervousness, his softness, and his tenderness, which wasn't like a man's. Although although he wasn't even a tad bit effeminate looking, but still, that thing was there. He came to me for help. I didn't know that. In fact, I found out after we got married, and then when we would run away and come back, all I knew was there was something. There was there was something because I felt it. I knew that I had failed him in some mysterious way, with which I wasn't able to give the help that he needed, but for which also he wasn't able to speak of. It felt like he was in the quicksands, clutching at me, but I couldn't, I wasn't able to hold him out. I wasn't able to hold him out of it. In fact, I was slipping in with him. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything except that I loved him. Unendurably, I loved him. But I was just not being able to help him or myself out. Then I found out. In the worst of the possible ways, I suddenly entering into an empty room, which I thought was empty, but it wasn't. There were two people One was the boy that had married, and another one was an older man who had been his friend since years. Afterwards, afterwards we pretended that nothing was discovered. Yes, yeah, three of us. We drove out to the Moon Lake Casino, very drunk, and just laughing through the way. We danced, we danced our heart out that day. We danced to Varsoviana, and then suddenly the boy that I had married broke out of me and ran outside the casino. A few moments later, a shot. I ran. All did. All ran and gathered about the terrible thing at the edge of the lake. But I couldn't get near the crowding. And then suddenly someone caught me by my arm. Don't go any close. Come back. You won't be able to see it. See? See what? And then I heard voices. And then I heard some voices say that Alan, Alan, the grey man. He had stuck the revolver into his mouth so that the back of his head had been blown away. It was it was because it was because I was not able to stop myself on the dance floor. It was because of me. I said, I know. I saw. You disgust me. And then the searchlight that had been turned on to a world was turned off again. And since then, there hasn't been a single light as stronger as this candle.